Good morning, everyone. This is Greg Silva. We've got a great webinar today that I really think is going to help you with your marketing efforts as far as looking for new prospects, new students, promoting internal events, and really promoting community events like your ABCs of Success, your Bulletproof classes. And I think you're going to find this a real powerful tool. Renee Hilton, who does all our websites and has done projects for United Professionals for 20 years. She put a lot of time and effort into this, and she just created a product I feel is just really, really easy to use, and you're going to find it really powerful. But before we get started, I really want to thank everyone who wrote me a good job note today on the video on benefits. Mr. Storm the other day had presented the teaching triad, and I asked him if I could just expand on each one of the teaching triads. So yesterday I talked about teaching benefits. I was pretty proud of the video, and I got quite a few nice comments today. So I think that's a great training tool for you to share with your staff member. I was talking to one UP client yesterday, a Cornerman client, and what I was doing is he had Skyped me in on one of his classes. I was actually giving him feedback to his instructors while his instructors were on the floor. So we were just discussing his class. I was watching his class. And that is a service that we do offer. And he just found it really unique. And one of the things I identified was just a lack of benefits being taught in class, and which was kind of usual because both instructors were under 20 years old, really dynamic performers, but they probably just weren't used to teaching those life skills. And when we really start combining those life skills, as you know, that's when we start really adding that stick factor and getting people to stick with our program, because the parents just see how valuable it is. So watch the video today. Again, thanks to everyone for sending in those nice comments. And please share it with your staff and make it a priority. I gave 3 ways to explain benefits or empower students with benefits. And it may be a good project to work like 1 per month for the next 3 months. Everyone gets them down really, really sharp. Okay, today is event registration online. A lot of, I imagine everyone has some type of website, and I know a great majority of Cornerman clients are now using the websites provided by Renee. And so I just want to talk about a new feature. So your website, we have a picture of one of our clients' websites here. If you have one of Renee's, it may look like that. The only difference on this one, if you look under where it says for more information, you'll see a button that says register here for a tournament. That's what this is all about. She has created a real easy template for you to add in some type of event. This person's putting on a tournament, and so he put a registration button for his tournament. So people go to his website, like his students who want to register for the tournament. Their form, their waiver, and their method of payment is all on this website. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's talk about a little bit about results. Renee's been working really hard rewriting everyone's website, and she's giving me updates every day. She just told me Justin Garner, after work she had performed yesterday, now comes up number 1 or 2 in the state of Georgia, not just in this town, but in the entire state. So he's getting some good results. So, of course, we want people to be able to Google or look for our site. Some people say they're getting amazing types of hits. Some people say they're happy with the number of hits. But you also have to look why people would even get to your site or look for your site. I think it's very rare if someone's going to get up in the morning, have breakfast, and just start Googling any word in the dictionary just to see what site pops up. You got to kind of think it's like when you had a phone book way back when, and it's not like reading material. It's very rare that someone just takes out the phone book and just reads it. So you can't just imagine people looking for just any old site. Well, what happens is when people need martial arts, now they're looking to find one in their location. That's why when we talk about your website, we want good placement, of course, if people go through search engines, but we also want to make sure that our website is everywhere. Your website's in your ads, it's on your rack cards, it's going to be on your kick or treat cards, it's going to be on your front door. You should already have a QR code on your sign or your front door. Your website would be on your truck if you had your truck wrapped. So there's multiple ways for people to find it just besides Googling it. Because again, if they constantly see the name of your school and your school is now branded, when the need comes up for martial arts, in other words, their child gets bullied, or the parent maybe goes into the teacher and the teacher goes, well, you know, your child just seems to lack confidence. You may want to start doing something to improve his confidence. So now people say, well, you know, martial arts, they saw the Karate Kid movie, they know karate is great for kids, so now they start searching for a school. So when that need comes up, you want them to think of your name, and you want to make sure your website is all over the place. Now, there's always been a distinction between a school site that promotes your martial arts program and a student site where people go and they just look like pictures of events. And I've always believed that we should have a distinction between that. If I'm having a prospect look at my website, I want to get them to focus on what they're looking for. In other words, they just found out that their child lacks confidence. They know martial arts is great for confidence. They get on my website. Well, my website better be designed and written to talk to them about making the decision of picking up the phone and calling me, or at least registering on this web page for more information. I don't want them to get unfocused. In other words, they're reading about my kids' program to see how we build confidence. I'm asking them to make a decision to come down and try the class. Then all of a sudden they get a picture of you doing a party and everyone's dressed up in costume. Well, that kind of breaks their focus and concentration. Think like any type of ad that you see in a newspaper and a magazine. You know, it has a good picture, draws your attention. It has a good headline to get your interest. It talks a little bit about the benefits, and then it has a call to action. Well, a school website advertising your program should be geared the same way. That's why when I look at this website, it's friendly looking. It doesn't have like real violent pictures. There's kids smiling. There's a guy in a good stance, so I know it's like reality. It just has a cool look to it. And again, the copy of these are geared for that. So now, why would we start putting a registration page, which might get some people off track? Well, a couple of things. One, having the registration page here makes it easier for people to pay. A lot of school owners have trouble asking for money, but if we really start promoting our tournament and then the people come here and register for the page, the pricing is just part of the policy. So you're going to eliminate probably the uncomfortableness of some of your younger people to ask for money. It's just convenient. People used to be able to buy online. A parent might hear the event at the end of class, and all of a sudden they don't have time to register at the end of class. You know, all of a sudden they look at your front counter, and you've got a line there, and they just say, well, when I go home, I can just register at home. So it's that convenience factor. So some of these are revenue-generating events. Like obviously this tournament is registered for a tournament, and you know there's going to be a price to it. And as a prospect, it may not really interest me. But I can also put a button there to register for a bully proof. Now, bully proof could be open to anyone. And so now I'm inviting the entire community, the entire school system. Everyone that has a problem in my town with their child being afraid to go to school or being confronted by bullies, or you may even do a bully-proof class for adults. I know one of the biggest concerns right now is being bullied in the office place. But again, this would be a community event, so if someone is prospecting and looking for a school and they see that you're different than the other schools, you're not just trying to get me in to buy a class, but you're having free events made to the community, that's really user-friendly. And I would probably take advantage of something like that than just saying, okay, I'm just going to jump in and pay for a 6-month program. So community events are powerful. If I was doing something like a parent night out, some parent nights out I charge for, some parents night out I do as a student service. I sent out a email a couple weeks ago about Greg Mendez. He had a magician. One of the things I recommended for September was having a magician. Now, Mr. Mendez didn't charge for this, and he went above. He could have got a magician that came in there, acted like a clown, did some stuff, but he hired the real deal. In fact, they had one of the students levitate after class. I mean, that's the real deal. And he did it as a free event. Now, Did he make revenue off a free event? Absolutely, because he got a list of prospects. He had guests there, people brought in friends. So you can actually do a parent night out as a community event. If you're doing something special like that, there's no reason that you couldn't put some type of button, register here, for a magic show, a community event on your website. So there's a lot of benefits for having that, and I just wanted to kind of clear that up, that we are still single focused on getting people to get involved in our program and not just entertaining them with pictures of events and stuff we do and bragging about our history and our lineage and masters of this or masters of that people probably don't really care about. They will care about that after they get involved in your school, but the first thing they want to do is know that you care about them and can able to service the benefits that they're looking for. So someone was on this website and they clicked register for tournament. As you can kind of see, it's in the dark there. It would come up like this with a schedule of events. And so this school has 2 events scheduled, one in September and one in November. And it looks like they're both type tournaments, so they can select the one that they want to do. Once they choose, they get to a page like this. Now what's nice about this, it's not just a blank page that just looks like a registration form. If you notice both sides, it's just like your website. So once you create an event, it doesn't look like they're taken to a separate website or separate. It looks just like your current website. So again, the artwork's there. It looks very friendly, and there are shortcuts and short buttons to get to different parts of the site. And the people would just fill in their information, and on the bottom, if it is a paid event, you have to set up a PayPal account, and then people decide which credit card they want to use, and they can pay. And then you'll get notification that so-and-so has registered for the tournament, and the money has gone into your bank account. Very, very, very easy to do. Not only is it easy to do, but I don't really want to get into exactly how our program works. But if I was setting up an event, I just go to an administrative page, and I will fill out the information of the event, and I would talk just like this ATA school did here. This is a sanctioned ATA regional event. I would just write that out. I would put in the cost. I would go to the calendar. I would click on the date. I would go to the clock, and I would click on the time it starts and the time it ends. And then I would go to another page, and Renee had made it real easy. She's got all these beautiful buttons. I choose the button I want, and I'm done. And then it's just up on my website and ready to go. And this will automatically disappear right after the event. So once this event is over in November, it's just off your website. So you don't even have to remember to go back and to remove it. Okay, now when we talked about certain things, like when I talked about doing community events, how do I want to just wait for people to get to my website? No, well, everyone knows for the social media, the Facebook and the other things, once you do an event, post it on, take a copy of the URL. Now, the URL, that's the website. So if you're looking at this, it's www.karateformanchester. You just copy that, and then you go to your Facebook or your Twitter account, and you paste this, and now all your friends know about it. And you ask your students to do the same thing. So now you're telling your students about it in class. You're telling your friends about it on Facebook. Your friends are telling their friends on Facebook. And so now your community event is going to go viral, and you get more people hitting your site. You can also put specials on it. If you change the special, coming up in December, a lot of us like to do some type of short-term gift program for students. So parents can buy a $59 package, which includes 2 weeks of classes. Kids get a uniform. They get a patch for the school. So now the parents have something to wrap, put under the tree, and they get a nice gift certificate, card, uniform, the whole deal. Well, you can actually add this as an event. So in other words, instead of an event, we can put a special offer. And again, Renee is real easy to work with, and she's, if you're looking for different banners or different buttons, I'm sure she'll be glad to add this, because not only will it help you, but will at the same time help other clients looking for the same type of thing. Okay, so that's my presentation. It's pretty easy. I know yesterday after I sent out just my invitation, 2 people had ordered it. And this is what I really like the way Renee has set this up. It's just a one-time fee. You don't pay a monthly fee for this. You don't pay a percentage of events. There are ones out there that I've seen from other companies, and you may be charging $20 for an event, and the company's taking a percentage of each event. And we're not doing this. There's not a renewal fee. It's a one-time fee of $200. And you're done. You get the page. You'll get to learn how to use it, and you can start making money on it and getting new people into your school right away. So why am I doing this? What's in it for United Professionals? What's in it for United Professionals is helping my clients. That's it. This isn't a program that we built or we're selling. It's a marketing tool that eSpider designed it. It's funny when I do these, I always find a spelling error. I look at it 5 times in the morning, never find a spelling error until I start reading it to you. So it's an additional marketing tool, not took, by eSpider Design. That's the company that Renee owns. A lot of people listening to this, I'm sure, are familiar with Renee. You've talked to her about your website. That's her phone number. So if this is something that you would like to get involved in and learn more about, just please give her a call. Don't respond to my email because, boy, you can. I'm just going to end up forwarding it to her, though. And so what I'd like to now do is just open this up to anyone who has any questions. I know Renee's on the line, and either her or Mike here do our very best to answer them.
Okay, let's see. First question is, would you recommend using online purchase for any of the specials associated with a holiday sale in November?
This is like, instead of doing our holiday sale, put products on there?
I think so. I know that the majority of the holiday sale income does not come from products like, catalog, things like that. That's really not the focus, but I'm not sure. Maybe he can.
Again, I think I really don't like to teach my students to shop online.
Right.
I like students shopping in the store, because once they shop online from me, I think it gets them thinking, I wonder if I can shop online someplace else. And I hate it when someone comes into the school and all my students look the same. Everyone's got a black uniform, they've got the white logo on the back, unless they're in our leadership program, and they have a different color top and embroidered back. Everyone has white macho gloves, everyone has white macho boots, they all look the same. I hate it when some grandparent comes in, my kid's got neon blue gloves, and they want to know if they can use it. Well, no, they can use it, they just have to use it at home, not going to my school. So I think when we start selling products online, it teaches them to shop elsewhere online, and there's always going to be someone selling something cheaper than you can sell it for, and I think it takes away from your pro shop sales.
Yeah, Mr. Bertrand typed in too. He said I wouldn't do that either. So next question. What about testing and or graduation fees? Is this a good place to do this?
Yes. Again, because you want to get your, a lot of parents say, they come in, you have your testing slip, oh, I left it at home. Well, it's a good way for everyone to just register at home. Again, you have some people in the school, if they didn't want to get involved, you can go to the counter, fill out the information, give them $20 cash. Other people, you just want the convenience factor. And so, yeah, I would definitely do testing fees.
Okay. Anyone else have questions? If you do, please go ahead and type them in. Renee is on the line, so if you want to ask her something specific. I guess I might have a specific question. I haven't even seen it yet, but if you did do testing or graduation fees, I'm assuming there is a list somehow of everybody who is paid that you can access and check against.
Yeah, well, once someone registers, you get an immediate email saying that this person did that.
Okay.
So you could just print out that and just have a list. That'd be like your testing sheet. Just to print, if you have to have a printed copy in front of you, I'll give a printed copy of everyone who has registered, no different than if someone gave you a piece of paper over the counter.
Okay, next question. Again, the one-time fee is $200, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's a big thing. People listen, $200 is not a lot of money to have something like this. And again, I really wanted, because I know I've seen other things that are out there, and are people taking the percentage of everything you sell and everything people sign up for?
Yeah.
Or they're making you pay monthly fees, and they're making you pay renewal fees. I mean, you can't beat this.
Yeah, no, this is a no-brainer. Mr. Simpson and a couple other people have written in to thank Renee for putting the effort to make this available on the sites. It really is an added bonus. The program uses our own PayPal account to accept payments, correct?
Yes, and if you don't have a PayPal account, you just have to create one of those. We just have it set up so it goes right into our school bank account.
Okay, here's a question for Renee. Renee, can I put your payment page somehow to my existing website? Let me just unmute Renee. Let me see if I think she's got. Let me see.
Oh
wait.
Yes.
No, she doesn't have. She doesn't have
The answer is
audio.
yes. If you're not using one of her sites, she can still integrate it into whatever you're doing.
Okay. Let's see.
$1,000 for that, but I don't know if she'll listen to me.
Can we add this? Let's see. Can we add this to all of our sites? For example, Renee's summer camp, after school, and birthday party sites.
She's doing a special template for birthday parties and summer camps.
Renee says yes. She typed in yes, you can. Okay. Any other questions? This is really cool. I mean, this is going to make, you know what's cool about this? This is just going to make getting people registered for things easier. You know, you don't have to, you're not going to have that pile of people trying to figure out what to do, because all they have to do is go to your site and just do it, and it's just going to be so easy.
Yeah, and then, I mean, with if you get on ASF and you go to Active Cards and you just click Email Students, then you email all your students. Just a reminder to go to our website to register for this week's Parents' Night Out.
Yep.
I mean, I don't want to take the personality away from the school, but there is that ease, and we do have those drop-off parents, and the child may not get in the car and go, hey, it's really important that by 4 o'clock this evening that kids aren't going to remember. So what you do, oh, we had a blast. You know, they're not going to remember the list of events that you told them at the end of class. So by emailing to the parents and just saying, hey, just a reminder, talk about the benefits of what you're going to do, and give them the link to sign up, it doesn't get much easier than that.
Renee says she's also developing a program for summer camp registration. That's cool. Renee, the question is there a live site where we can look at how this looks? That was, what was that site you just showed, sir? That was Les Edwards' site?
Yeah, let me just go back to, yeah, because I think I took mine off because mine is, yeah, so it's karateformanchester.com.
Okay. Here's a question that came in. I'm not sure exactly. I'm a little confused by this. Is the fee per year, let's say each tournament? I think she means, is there a $200 fee per year like there would be? I'm not quite sure. Lori, if you can clarify that question for me, that would help me a lot. Here's the next question. If we add it to multiple sites, is there more than one fee?
That's why I gave you Renee's phone number.
Yeah.
I know how to use it. I totally believe in it. Anything to do with the money, again, it's
Yep.
I always recommend Renee, but we don't work in the same office. We don't have the same company. It's her company. So any questions like that, if you could just call her directly, that would help.
Here's another cool benefit. Renee says that the site, or the button, also supports discounts for non-student friends. So if you have, one student at one price and another student at another price, that's kind of cool.
Yep. We did that. We had a Parents' Night Out, and we had that if one child pays, they could bring a friend for free. And so if they sign up a friend, they just click that it's a friend, and it applies the discount automatically.
Renee, you got a good job note. Thanks for doing this, from Christian Henshaw at Justin Gardner's school in Georgia. She loves it. Oh, I see. Lori was asking about a different fee because you have to update the flyer each year. I don't think that's the way this works. I think it's just like the website where you go in and you change you write in the event information on there. I don't think you're posting up a flyer each time. I think you're just going in and changing the written format, and there's probably a link to that where you just go in and make the change.
Yeah, exactly. There's just a form, and you put the general information, and then you have a box to type in like why people should go. So there's no additional charge there. You can make as many flyers or as many buttons as you want.
Okay. Renee says it does support a PDF flyer though, so if you want to go in and add a PDF flyer, you can do that.
Yeah, you can add pictures too. I forgot about that. You can add pictures.
Yeah, any of these things. Anytime I wanted to add a PDF or an image or something like that, Renee always they basically give you the access link to get in there, and then you just make the change like you would on anything. So,
I tell you, I don't know, but it's my age group, but I'm pretty computer illiterate, and it took me 2 or 3 minutes to figure this whole thing out and build a button and get it up and looking really, really sharp.
Mr. Bergman wanted to add in something, a clarification for everyone, though, so that they understand. He's saying, so what you're saying is this is not a substitute for regular marketing or for front desk procedures, but just another avenue for increasing the opportunities. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That is it. We never
Yeah,
stop.
I just remember having my school and you get that car that goes 2 miles an hour and the kid jumps out and the parents don't even stop. I mean, those are the parents that you still want to be able to get a hold of. And so by having this convenience where they don't have to go to the school, but they could get on and just register at home or at work, it's a convenience factor.
Yeah, this is just great. I'm just really looking forward to seeing this. So,
And I know a lot of people get on your websites, and all of a sudden, if you are doing, this would make me do a free community event every single month.
Oh, easy.
Because I want some reason for someone to push a button, and they can come to my school at no additional charge and have something cool happen. So it was a safety day, a parents' night out, bicycle safety, some type of event. We're having a free camp day. I mean,
yeah.
It would just make more people respond because they're not really buying anything. They just get to come to some cool event for their child for free.
The other thing about this is
it's huge prospecting.
We talked about being in business 24/7, so you're making money while you sleep. Well, this is it, because some people go on late at night, and if they can go on and they can register online for an event as a prospecting type of idea where they get to register and come in when you don't answer the phone, that's perfect.
Yep, you're out to dinner on a Saturday night, and people are registering, paying for events. Life is good.
Love it. So, well, that's it for questions.
Awesome.
Thank you much.
Very good. Thank you.